I want to get your side of the story. You are the national team head coach for a volleyball team. You said in another interview that the NU management was very difficult to work with and that they had a lot of restrictions. And they were trying to have their own program. Could you explain this further here on Sports Desk? What made you say all these things? Could you share specific instances?
Okay. Let's go. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's not a side story, it's a true story right now. But before we start, I just want to share my condolences with the Vegas family. I heard the interview before.
Yes.
And, well, this is a really big story that you have to follow. Someone who really loves to play for the national team, who enjoy and spend all life doing a lot for his country using the sports as education. So this
Thank
is
you
the
for
first,
that. Yes, thank you for that.
most important. Okay. Well, I'm a patriot, and right now I'm the coach from the national team here, and I have problems. But the worst problem was in the last year that we have a lot of problems with the healthy with the guys. And we've been supported by NU management because in the beginning they want to just pull out the players, and they decided after we talked with them that they have to keep them there because they are safe. And at that time we are not so prepared like this year. After this year, they played 8-4 season, UAP, perfect. Okay, congrats for them. And we had a chance, what a kind of chance, to bring them again and do difference and try to renew our lineup, putting the UAP players. In the future, we can mix with the PVL players and then make the stronger team for us. This is a plan that we have to follow, or try to follow. The problem is when the guys come inside the national team, they have to follow the program. And I'm not blaming right now the players because they are between the knife and the both sides doing pressure. But when they come inside, they have to follow the rules inside the national team. Even if you have the pressure from the management, even if you are the more players from the same team, still the program will be followed. It's supposed to be and have to be, and it always be like that from the national team. You can discuss, you can hear something, you can discuss and talk, but the decision, the final decision is for the coach and the PNVF management. That we're being invited on Saturday, to be clear, invited on Saturday, that a competition will start on Monday for us. In our plan, we have to, we had scheduled 6 matches against the China national team. He's here, they are here since 15 days, 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And you're not able to do the matches that you want. So we made just one because they had problems with the back problem with the setter. So they cannot join, and they're still missing matches. So we are lucky because Japan didn't join. And but Sir Tony went to me and asked me, would you like to join with the national team, coach? Let me check. I will see my schedule if I can do something, because there's several matches in this week. So I just try to check. After do that, after 1 hour, I call him and say, no, it's okay. It's okay, you can do this. I can use this for as a preparation to my team to play in the AVC after ASEAN and preparing for the SEA Games for the next year. But the problem is the management from NU is not in charge to allow it or not. They allow the guys to come inside the national team. Okay, they're talking about risk, they're talking about the program, they're talking about the physical training and everything. But you see, national team is different than a club team or UAP team, because our calendar is short, so we prepare short, and we can make we are able to make some change in the middle of the way. And this is not a big change that we made.
Coach, the NU players felt that they were not ready to compete in the PVL Invitationals. After all, like what you said, the team was just told about joining the tournament 2 days before their supposed first game, which was against Creamline nonetheless, that is a solid, powerful, a champion caliber team. But from your assessment, Coach Jorge, was the team ready to step on this big stage? I know it wasn't according to the plan. It was to train for the AVC, and then this came along. Japan backed out of the PVL, and then, okay, here's a Philippine national team. Do you think they were already ready against teams that weren't just there for experience, but were really in it to win it because they were fighting for a championship?
I told to my player when she called me on the Sunday in the morning, Jen, we are not prepared. Even if you practice until 21 August, we are not be ready to play against these teams. They will be our part of a practice. You know, they are a solid team. They winning the tournament, PVL tournament. But you see, AVC, you'll be much stronger than play this against these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam is really, really solid team, and it'll be our first match. You see, we play with the talented guys and experienced guys in the last SEA Games against them. It was 3-0. So we had a chance to play, only play at a training camp for us. We don't have to be afraid. If you're afraid, you'll never you never go. You cannot be afraid.
Coach, we don't have enough time. Hopefully we can talk again and talk more about this. I hope everything gets settled. Thank you for your time. Drive safe. We'll get in touch with you again. I hope everything gets resolved, because everything can be resolved if you just proper communication. Thank you, Coach Jorge, for your time. Stay safe. Drive safe.
Thank you so
And that was
much.
head coach of the National Women's Volleyball team, Coach Jorge Edson Souza de Brito.